All right, so this here is part. All right, so this here is part two of oil's resource curse hangs heavy over Guyana by Juan Pablo Spinetto, which appeared in Bloomberg today, July 29th. So the first issue that he is looking at is how we understand the resource curse. So it is one of the greatest paradoxes of development, right? Countries are blessed with enormous natural wealth. They often perform far worse than countries that do not have any or fewer natural resources. So instead of prosperity, they experience corruption, political polarization, weak institutions, economic inequality, and so on. And we see examples for in Venezuela, in Nigeria, and in Angola, also in Equatorial Guinea. So oil itself is not a curse, but poor governance is. And countries like Botswana, Norway, and so on, they demonstrate that strong institutions can convert natural wealth into long term prosperity. The Bloomberg article is suggesting that Guyana is now standing at a crossroad because we are not certain whether it will lend to prosperity or if we're beginning to see Guyana begin to be encased in the throes of corruption and so on. So now it is impossible for us to ignore the fact that Guyana is rapidly developing. There has been dramatic increase in public spending. Housing programs have been expanded. There has been improved education, infrastructure, and so on. So some Guyanese are speaking confidently about the opportunities, and some are not. And so this rapid wealth is creating expectations that government cannot always satisfy and will not satisfy because we're beginning to see the differences in those that are those that have and those that do not have. And so we'll see how this article continues to look at what the warning signs are, and that is what I'll do in part three of these YouTube short videos. Join me again. My name is John Chester Innes. I am a student of international relations, history, politics, all of those things.